Hello! Welcome to another thrilling chapter of Reading Scrolls Online, in which an English professor reads most books he encounters in the wilds of the Elder Scrolls Online. It's a glacially slow playthrough while encountering all the lore that's built into this world. I'm your English professor, Christopher Callison Williams. I teach at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay, and what you're watching is a production of the Center for Games and Interactive Media at the University of Wisconsin Green Bay. Coming to you from their campus. Okay, so to recap, we have Cesarsa, who is our Khajiit sorcerer. Well-read Khajiit sorcerer so far, and our mission thus far is to complete, what missions we see out in the world, but also, really, to encounter all the knowledge we can through reading all the books. So, let's get back into it. I think last we left off, we were doing a deadly secret. Yeah, okay, I got my quest journal. Captain Rian Lori, Commander Leowin's Ivory Brigade, needs help investigating the disappearance of a city councilor. Captain Rian marked 2 locations on my map, places where you should want me to start looking for a missing councilor. I should investigate the sites. I got Kyle and Councilor Jurich. Okay, looks like one is over here. That doesn't look good. Is that it? I don't really know the story of this area. Is this a gate to Oblivion? We gotta check this out. Oh, this guy is what's okay. It's Demora Dreadnoughts. Okay. All done? Oh, use. No, wait. I think it brings me to a place I don't want to go. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not that for right now. Oh, but here's a book up here. Okay. Oh no, it's a Thieves' Trove. That's less exciting. Oh, but there's a letter. Okay, well, first let's Waterskin. Let's get that. And this Thieves' Trove. Steal that. Can I get any of this other poultry? I gotta get this poultry. And greens, absolutely. Okay, let's read this letter. Oh, this is a bottle. Oh, it's empty. What is this? The same thing? No, it's apple. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Letter from Pharaoh Lupus. Councilor Church, I hope this letter finds you in good health and better spirits, my old friend. Though years have passed since I was Emperor Leovic's steward, and you were one of his elder counselors, I fear that the secrets of long house emperors continue to haunt us. You and other members of the Elder Council are in grave danger. Actions that you and your colleagues have performed over the years for the Longhouse Emperors have inadvertently made you targets for his as unknown entity or entities. Of course, we both know that you are only following orders, okay? Performing your duties. Unfortunately, those who hunt you care little for the reasons. Though we want to eliminate everyone who may know even the tiniest fraction of Emperor Leovic's final secret. Intrigue. I wish I could provide you with more information, but for now, this is all I know. If I learn anything further, I will be in touch. For now, please be cautious. I sleep with one eye open. That's ominous. Pharaoh Lupus. But I'm noticing something in like these texts. It seems like it has like a full page, and there's like a little bit on the next page. I wonder why. Maybe they just found like that's the scope of this, because I think there's a challenge, like how much lore do you want to give a player at a given time. I mean, I bet you most players don't read this, but you want to be like careful about how you look kind of disseminating this information. Because I imagine his next quest I'm going to do here also probably has no letters evidence I'm supposed to find. I'm just going to swim across here, why not? I don't think you can dive into the water, no. Just surface level. Alright. I'll go down. insect parts on jute. I don't think I'm going to do any crafting on this character. Maybe, but don't have any intention to do so right now. Oh, cool. Can try my lockpick skills. Oh, these guys are mad. Alright, scraps. Let's try to unlock this. We can all see how good I am at lockpicking. Oh, one down already. How many lockpicks do I have? 20. Flawless. Well, one flaw, I guess. Had a frostbite. That sounds pretty cool. Okay, yeah. Might as well take this, put this on. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Alright. Had a frostbite. Oh, this is better in pretty much every way. Just go on and see what it looks like. Well, no, I definitely made it so the helm is hidden because this Khajiit has got some pretty good hair. More insect parts, why not? Find the cave. Right, oh. Oh, this is one of those scrying leads. I've never done anything of those in any of the games I played, so maybe now's the time. But I have to go, I think, get that skill line from some other zone. I found the cave. Oh, another letter. Oh, sure. And that's kind of okay. Let's read this letter. Chief Counselor Leviticus. While our time serving together on the Imperial Elder Council is long past, I still consider you both a colleague and a friend. I know the warning the Wood Elf brought you. Refused to believe that old secret still had any power, any danger. I was wrong. I received a letter from Pharaoh Lupus today, which, if the reports of his death are accurate, he must have sent before he was murdered. And I fear I am being followed. I thought I caught a glimpse of a dark figure watching me from the rocks during my island walk this morning. I was so rattled by the sight that I dropped Pharaoh's letter. Didn't realize I had lost it until I had almost reached the cave. This must be related to a project Emperor Morakar gave me some 20 years back. He needed characters for some sort of storage vaults, and I procured them. Set the contracts, paid the costs. But that was so long ago. Even as I write this, I can feel the noose drawing tight. If you receive this, tell the others. Convince them to heed the warning and accept your assistance. The secret of Longhouse Emperors, I think this time, it really will be the death of me. Counselor Jurek. So this person probably is not among the living.
Counselor Jurek?
Oh. Hello.
You're not the counselor.
Are you the Wood Elf they're talking about? No, you're not Wood Elf.
Apologies. I heard you stumbling about and thought it might be Counselor Jurek.
Yeah, who are you?
Oh, no one important, I assure you. I'm simply one of the counselor's aides. I help her with paperwork mostly. Run errands, that sort of thing.
Can't believe you sent me to find the counselor. He thinks she might be in danger.
She initially refused the captain's offer, but she received a letter that made her uneasy. Last I saw, she was headed back to the city by way of the Eastern Gate. But she never returned to her manor.
That's what I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to find her.
Look for her. Please, find her.
Will do. Alright, we're heading out of this cave. And where to now? Below. Just gonna head down this way. I guess I could ride my horse, but this is supposed to be a glacially still playthrough of the Elder Scrolls, so let's tiptoe through the tulips, so to speak. Take your time here. Okay. Chillin'? Alright. It looks like I go down this little swampy area, huh?
Someone,
Uh-oh.
help me!
That doesn't sound good. I'm not dead.
I refused to believe, but Farrell, Leviticus, they were right.
This attire doesn't seem weather appropriate, but, What happened to you, counselor?
I was attacked. An assassin. You must warn the others. The counselors. Leovik's secret. It will be the death of us all.
Oh no. That sucks. Well, who are you? Oh, it's the Wood Elf.
Damn, we're too late.
Hello.
Damn it, I'm too late. Poor Counselor Jirik. She didn't deserve to die like that. At least I don't think she did. Did you see what happened? Who attacked her?
I didn't see who attacked her, but there's a note beside her body.
The mark of the Dark Brotherhood.
Dark Brotherhood.
Just like the Farrell Lupus. Sorry. I'm working for Counselor Leviticus, the head of the Chamber of Legates. I came to Leowyn to warn him after I stumbled across some secret concerning the Longhouse Emperors.
I'm working for Captain Rian Leroy. He sent me to find a counselor. What was that about a secret?
It relates to something called the Four Ambitions of Mehrunes Dagon.
Mehrunes Dagon.
Weapons, but I'm still puzzling that out. I was working for Farrell Lupus before he was murdered. Found a strange tome with dangerous...
Strange tome, you say?
Yes.
Consider our interest piqued. I found a letter to Counselor Jirik from Farrell Lupus. It warned her she was in danger.
Yeah, that's what brought me here. I found a list of names. Farrell Lupus and members of the Elder Council. It said they all knew something about this secret. Since Farrell was murdered, I figured the others were in danger too. Looks like I was right.
Who were the other counselors?
Let me have your map. I'll mark where Councillors Valeria and Sophis were last seen. Go warn them. Convince them to take precautions. Then meet me at Counselor Jirik's manor in the city. Maybe we can find something to shed more light on this secret.
Oh, the counselors, Dimitri at Jirik's manor. Who's gonna...
I'll get the city guards.
I've got more information to get on this.
Body. She shouldn't just be left out here.
Right.
Then I'll head to Counselor Jirik's manor. When you're done checking on Counselor Valeria and Counselor Sophis, meet me there.
Okay, walk me through what you know so far about this thing against the counselors. Lay it out for me.
Said, it all started when I found that strange tome for Farrell Lupus, and Emperor Leovik's journal. It was in code, but I got it translated. Sent me to a few hidden Imperial caches where I learned that the Longhouse Emperors had a secret.
Strange tome. Right. The secret concerning the Four Ambitions and Mehrunes Dagon.
Right, but it turned out I wasn't the only one trying to learn more about the ambitions. A group of cracked acorns called the Order
Cracked
of the
acorns?
Flame.
Okay.
Fanatic Mehrunes Dagon cultists. Had to put arrows in more than one of those bastards.
Alright. So why is the Dark Brotherhood murdering the counselors?
I guess someone hired them to eliminate everyone who knows about the secret. The question is, who? And I was told by a more or less friendly Dremora named Lyrinth that the fate of our world was at stake. So of course I want to figure this all out.
Lots of names here. Tell me about the strange book. Yeah, I'd love to know about this book.
Farrell Lupus hired me to retrieve a book from a retreat once used by the Longhouse Emperors. He never told me what it was, and he died before I could ask. The book is weird. It has weird pages and weird markings, and I can't read a word of it.
Let me get this book.
Not much. Farrell's partner said he planned to use it to make things right, but she didn't know how. And it's Daedric, I think. I will say, carrying it's kind of a burden.
Oh, it's
I'm
heavy.
having strange
Like
dreams.
the ring.
But I don't want to talk about that.
Okay. What if I want to tell about your strange dream? So goodbye. But no. Okay. Complete one. Essentially, so they're setting this up like a murder mystery, right? Eventually, there's gonna be a grand conspiracy that's gonna be hatched. It feels like. Let's read this mysterious note. Oh, it's not a note at all, but oh, Black Dark Brotherhood must be like the we did this comment card. Okay, well, Sophis, which one is? I'll go over here. I did that already. Maybe we'll go this way and see what Valeria has to say for themselves. Do I walk outside the city or inside the city to get there? Maybe faster cut through the city. And maybe see any quests in the city too, since we're in Blackwood now. I'll pick those up as well. Probably not any of the repeatable ones though. Not just yet. Oh, what's he want me to do? What is this? Srang Gerhard. What's your deal? Oh, this is that tribute game. I'm gonna take the quest, but I'm not gonna do it right now.
Hey there, you've got a hungry look. The eye of a real competitor. I can see it.
I don't know about
Well,
that.
my friend, Tales of Tribute is the game for you.
What is Tales of Tribute exactly?
It's a game, of course. A card game, to be precise. Full of twists and thrills and canyon-deep strategy. I've been traveling around recruiting new players. It's been a lot of walking, but seeing the joy of new players makes it worth every step.
Love what you do. How do I play?
Ha! Hooked another one.
Okay.
If you want to learn the game, you should travel to Gonfalon Bay on High Isle and talk to my friend Bragus.
I mean,
You'll find him at the city.
I'm gonna stick around Blackwood for a minute, but I'll keep that new advisement.
And good luck in the game.
Alright, I'll find him eventually.
You are going to have such a grand time. I can still remember my first win. Such a thrill. I'm actually on my way back to Gonfalon Bay myself, so I'll see you there.
Okay. Why do I have to go to Gonfalon Bay to play the game?
Well, there's a bit of selfishness there. Our tribute chapter, the Gonfalon chapter, needs some new blood. But we make it worth your while. We
Okay.
handle all the registration fees, membership dues, and so on. It's a win-win.
Sure. I'm not gonna do that right though. I'm gonna go back and just do this one. Try to keep this quest journal from getting too outlandish. But I have to talk to Kanyuri? What you need?
Welcome. Are you
Oh.
here on Mages?
No, I'll talk to you later about the Mages Guild, and you probably want to talk about the Fighters Guild. I don't want to do the guild stuff just yet. Oh, I should go leave. Okay, let's warn this Valeria. Is this gonna take anything? Any books in here? It's a bag. Oh, I'll have to steal though. I don't want to steal. Oh, there's a quest over here. Aloysius' note. To our finances, deliver this letter in a ring in my bag to Tetria, Falto, and Leowin. Dearest Tetria, go ahead and pet it. It's just a harmless mongrel, you said. Little did I know how hungry both were. The sorry-looking mutt was an omen, my sweet, and a harbinger of my demise. I can still picture that perfect night, and Leowin, your face radiant, resplendent, shining in the sun as we walked along the streets. I wish, desperately wish, I could see it one more time. I wish. I wish I'd given you the ring in my pocket and proposed to you as I planned. I wish I had instead reached down and tried to pet the damn dog. It bit me, of course, but the superficial wound was the start. Naturally, I couldn't propose you blood gush from my hand, so I bit my tongue, held my peace, and excused myself to the nearest healer. There, a kind Orgonian bandaged my wound and provided medicinal toad for the pain. Does that mean like a toad just to hang out, or like a toad-based products? What does that mean? Sadly, it would prove to be meager balm for the true injury. As the sun set, I was racked by wild fever dreams. The last thing I recall was tearing off my clothing and running, howling into the night. This is like lycanthropy then. I woke up in someone's chicken coop covered in blood and feathers. Please understand, I do this for you. Were I to see you again under this curse, I might cause you harm. I could live with myself if that happened, so I won't. I leave you the ring I never gave you. It was meant for you and no one else. Always yours, Aloysius Flavanius. That's sad. Take the pack. Sure. We'll get to that in a second. First, let's get back on this quest. What's in here? Any books? Chest.
The champion has arrived.
What? Take all that stuff. Who is just yelling about the champion? That. Oh, let's go anyway. Oh, this is convenient. Oh, and it looks like there's a book. Heck yes. Elegy for Emperor Varen by Lord Abner Tharn, Chancellor of the Elder Council. That's a character, I think, a big one in this game. Emperor Varen, how briefly you blazed across the sky like a sky mirror shard shining out to light a way through the darkness. Noble Varen, devout Varen, Varen Aquilarios, son of a Colvarian duke, paragon of physical prowess, wily fox of strategic cunning, you sought to restore your emperor to the glory of the days of the Romans? Romans probably like Romance, like Roman Empire. You showed us the way. If only we, your subjects, had been worthy of the challenge you presented us. There's a lot of exclamations in this so far. One period and other exclamations, huh? When Leovic sat upon the ruby throne, you urged your fellow Cavalians to be loyal to their emperor despite his eccentricities. It was only when Leovic, misled by wicked counselors, declared worship of the Daedric princes legal and protected the empire, that you cried enough and took up your righteous sword. And the Colovians rose behind you. After the initial defeat at the hands of the Emperor's troops at Fort Ash, you took command of the Legion of Troll and sent Leovic reeling back into the Heartland. Word spread that Cyrodiil had a savior, and that Remen's true heir had come at last. The Colovian estates rose as one under your dragon banner, and eastward you marched. The war that followed was bitter and terrible, replete with stunning victories, desperate gambits, and reversals on both sides. The might of the Imperial legions, bolstered by regimental auxiliaries and Daedric Matic, were almost impossible to overcome. But you, Varen, had the might of right on your side. Finally, you fought your way to the Imperial Palace and cut down Leovic in the Imperial throne room. But alas, our Emperor Varen, you were the eminent of kings for all too short a time. It is said your ambition for restoring your people to greatness led you to plumb secrets of divines left best untouched. Why did you leave us, O Varen, on the night of storms, in trembling terrain, and where did you go? Surely you are dead, for you would not leave your people so bereft if yet you lived. Remember you, Emperor Varen, and somehow strive to go on, trying to live up to your shining example, but we know we should never see you like again. So this is a eulogy, huh? Okay.
Stay alert. I have it on good authority that I'm in danger.
Of course, Counselor.
Okay, let's talk to you, Valeria.
Step back and state your business. I have every reason to believe that my life is in danger. If you so much as make a threatening gesture, the Brigadine will dismember you. He has very strict orders on that regard.
I'm working for the captain. I was sent to tell you the threat is real.
I was beginning to suspect as much. Very well. Tell me everything that you have learned. Leave nothing out. I want to hear it all.
The Dark Brother has already murdered Pharaoh Lupus and Counselor Jurich.
Lupus? Emperor Leovik's old steward? And Jirik as well? Gods, they are targeting the Elder Council. Anything else? Tell me. The slightest detail could mean the difference between life and death.
We think it has something to do with Leovik's secret, something called the Four Ambitions.
Ambitions? I heard that term once before, years ago. I must go to Tidewater Cave. I have a cache hidden there, and I need to check my records. Meanwhile, I suggest you find Jirik's files. She kept them in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
Your records include information on Leovik's secret?
Possibly. I oversaw the Imperial Treasury, so my records deal with expenditures and collections. I have documents going as far back as Emperor Morikar, possibly even Durkarach, and I know I saw that term someplace. I will see what I can find.
How well did you know Counselor Jurich?
Extremely well. We were rivals as well as colleagues on the Elder Council. It was that way between all of the counselors, I suppose. Her death is a tragedy, however. I will miss her.
Alright, goodbye. First I gotta go talk to this Fisher guy, though. Just chilling down here. Is there a book next to him? There is. Oh, I can't talk to you, but I can read this book. Pirates of Topal Bay by Tamian Leviticus, Chief Counselor. Of all the troubles I found waiting for me after I retired from Cyrodiil to Leyawiin some months ago, piracy has emerged as perhaps the most maddening and persistent. Pirates have plagued the known Nebin and Topal Bay since the days of Red Brahmin many centuries ago, of course. The collapse of Imperial authority has given rise to swarming fleets of sea reavers and bloody-handed corsairs impudently hunting the waters that the Empire once kept safe. If trade is the lifeblood of the Empire, then the pirates of Topal Bay are vampires of the worst sort, reckless and insatiable fiends who care not whether they destroy the very thing they feed upon. Not even Leyawiin's stone ramparts can check the boldest of Topal pirates. Some of these villains disguise themselves as common merchantmen and bribe port officials to pass beneath their city bridges. Pirates from the Southern Sea have been known to raid homesteads and capture barges as far north as Bravil and the Corbelly River. If I accomplish nothing else as member of Leyawiin's Chamber of Legates, I am determined to put a stop to this brazen running of our river. If I can only find the gold ablaze to see it done. Chief Counselor, she seems like she should have more power than that. The following pirates have made themselves particular enemies of Blackwood with their wanton acts. Ashura Dray, sometimes known as Ashura Threeclaw, is an old Khajiit who names herself the Mother of Pirates. She seems to have spies everywhere along the Palatine coast and controls gangs from Rimmen down to the ruins of Sunshaw. Her pirates crew a dozen small coasters and excel at passing themselves off as harmless merchantmen until they come alongside. Another month ago, Ashura Dra and her gang stole a merchant ship tied up on the Leyawiin's very ramparts. I mean, she sounds kind of cool. Threeclaw. Then we have Voldar, the terror of Topal Bay, responsible for the plundering of several ships in the waters to the west of Topal Island. He has famously boasted of his intention to raid Leyawiin itself someday, but he has not been seen in some time. He may have left our waters to gather a fleet he needs for such a bold attack. The name of the captain of the Blue Wamasu is unknown, but he is reputed to be an Argonian behemoth of unusual intelligence. That seems rude. Blue Wamasu is a large, well-armed galleon festooned with the skeletal remains of her previous victims. Oof, oh boy. And equipped with heavy, blessed firing grapnels to snag her prey. Blue Wamasu's captain is especially bloodthirsty and leaves no survivors when he strikes. The pirate galleon is often found in waters near Topal Island. Finally, the Norge Gudrunda, a self-named sea witch with unusual powers over the sea and wind, leads a pirate flotilla that hides somewhere in the channels of the Okanabra River's many miles on the west coast of the Black Marsh. Gudrunda commands 3 or 4 fast galleys and prefers to capture play on the open sea, running down fat merchantmen like a pack of northern wolves. She has made the waters east of Tideholm so dangerous that most merchant captains entering Topa Bay choose the narrow passage west of the island, hoping to avoid her attention. There are a half dozen more captains I could list, but these 4 are sufficient to bring me to the edge of despair. Oh man. During the many years of service on the Imperial Elder Council, I would report after report from Imperial officials in Blackwood about the piracy problems of Topa Bay. Time and again, Lewin begged the White Gold Tower for funds or warships to deal with these violent criminals, and yet never could we find the resources. Now, as Lewin's Chamber of Legates, head of Lewin's Chamber of Legates, I find myself in a position of facing the same problem I ignored before, and that there's no help to be had. It seems fate has a sense of irony. Okay, so there's pirates out here. Is that a pirate ship? Do we know what that is? No, I mean, it's probably somewhat down this bay. I mean, it's an island over there. Oh, that way. Okay, anyway. Can I take these fish? No. Should we go in your house to see if there's a book in your house? Let's take a look. Hello. Just gonna, don't mind me, just gonna root through your cabinets real quick. Some carrots in here. Serving bowl. Borscht, gotta take the borscht. Oh, I could cook if I don't know any recipes. Poultry? Barrel. Isinglass. Oh, took a great sword. Right. Thank you for the stuff. As there is. Where am I going? Oh, I'm going up near the delve I did last time. I will get my horse's endeavor. Although it's not going much faster than me just running, so. This room's done. Near there. Neat. Warning this other guy.
We weren't expecting visitors. Are you here to see the counselor?
Yeah, I'll talk to you in a sec. Let me kind of root through your belongings before that happens. Mint. No books, huh? No, now I can talk to you. Hello.
Are you here to speak with Counselor Sophis? I'm afraid my husband has taken our dog for a walk. Is there something I could help you with, perhaps?
You found a counselor might be in danger.
What are you talking about? Does this have something to do with that letter? And who are you, by the way?
Captain Rian sent me to check on Counselor Sophis.
Captain Rian?
Rian.
Well, if the Ivory Brigade sent you, my husband likes to walk our dog Chero along the tree line. Go on and find him. I'll wait here in case he returns.
You mentioned a letter.
My husband, Valen, received a letter from an old friend this
Lots of
morning.
letters been sent around.
Our Lupus, Emperor Leovic's steward.
Oh boy.
I could see that whatever was in that letter upset him, but he didn't want to discuss it, and I didn't push him. Now please, go find him.
Let's see what I can do. Where above? Oh, we're not far away. I have a feeling this guy. Oh, did not end well. It's probably gonna go check it out. Oh, that's. Hey, dog. Oh, bummer. Get some insect parts while we're at it. My butterfly wing. Just a body hanging out here? Oh, buddy. Dark Brother got him.
What's taking you so long? They should...
That's kind of rude.
Valen! No! Oh, Valen! Oh, my love! What happened? I thought Captain Rihan sent you to protect
I just
my
got here.
husband.
Oh man, I don't like you. I was too late. He was already dead when I found him.
You know, Valen acted strange after the letter from Farrell Lupus arrived. He didn't tell me what it said, and I never asked. Before he left today, he gave me a sealed scroll, said to give it to Counselor Leviticus if anything ever happened to him.
Okay, a scroll?
A scroll, sealed and bearing my husband's stamp. Take it. Give it to Counselor Leviticus. I hope it helps catch whoever murdered my husband. I'll summon the town guard. They'll help me with my husband.
Guess I'll leave you to your grief. What's up here? Oh, got some minotaurs. I mean, I might die. Let's check it out. No, that's probably a mistake. Familiar's hanging in there with the best of them. Right. Oh, that's very cool. Is there a book here? Oh, there's a book here. Alright, we gotta be quick and read this though, because then we come back and respawn. Oh boy. Legate Minutes concerning goblins. Prospector Vinius Donica's complaint regarding local goblin infestation, transcribed by Tassia Manus, Frostfall 26, Second Era, 581. This is the third time I've come down here. I don't like leaving my plot. I hate this 8-per-second town and all your preening, stork-ankled city. Stork-ankled? Man, stork-ankled is a good insult. Your preening, stork-ankled city folk. But the matters in Blackwood are getting grimmer by the day. We're doing with pick and spade what you should be doing with sword and shield, and we're sick to death of it. I'm talking about goblins. While you sleep sound in your beds, belly full of meats and fine wines, the rest of us slap ourselves awake in our barns and mines, desperate to defend our property. Sure, to you these little green bastards are nothing but a nuisance, like spear flies on a dog. But for honest folk like us, who live outside these walls, we're fighting a God's damned war. I tell you this, we sure as spent art winning. Take last Moindas Eve. My mate Celius and I sat in our stools around the campfire grilling a deer haunch and making plans for the next day's labor. All of a sudden we hear rustling in the bushes. Not a fox or a badger's rustling, mind. Something bigger, clattering about in my bones and rot leather. I drew my flay knife and Celius hefted his pick. We stood there, quiet as cats, for a long, terrible long time. Then they burst out. 6 or 7 of those hunched bastards, hissing and screeching and swinging their rusty swords. Silius damn near soiled his pants. He dropped his pick and scrambled into the mine. As for me, I kicked and spit and stabbed my way through one of them, then took off running into the woods. 3 of them went up chasing me, clacking their teeth and babbling like lunatics in that dirt-mouth language of theirs. That seems rude. I made it to a fringed lamp-lit porch, and as for Silius, they're still finding bits of him under rocks and down old shafts. Oh man! That's not how I thought that story was going to go. That's just my story, and it's the most recent. 2 weeks ago, Gama stole Astia Bursto's prize heifer. We found it gutted like a trout 2 days later, swimming the river the other cows drink from. That doesn't seem as bad as murdering your mate, but, you know, what am I to say? A week before that, they chased my half-sister Vala onto a roof and plucked arrows at her for an hour or more while she scrambled behind a chimney for cover. Where she tells it, they were laughing all the while. Now, I'm not asking you to set an army, Dipilla's breasts. I'm not even asking for a war band. All we want, all we need, is a handful of fighters with some coals in their guts. We can pull the Filial Oblivion to these little bastards. Make an example or 2. Plant a few goblin heads on pikes around people's property. Back before all that red, blue, and yellow nonsense up north, we used to have a decent militia. What you've got here now, there's hardly a thimbleful of guts between all 3 of you. Get off your arses and do something. Okay, well, apparently goblins are a threat. Have to go back to town and investigate this guy's manor. Oh, okay. Got some maple. Oh, I guess I could use the way shrine. Claw. You have names too? Trickster. Affinity. What are the other ones? Tail chaser that? Okay. What about you? Oh, these must be the Brandy and Imperial Dowry. That sounds like a horse race, like a Kentucky Derby entry. Just go in your house too, huh? But no. Let's go on Leyland. Oh, I can do this other quest. I'm here. Gotta find the lady to drop off her beloved's ring. Looks like she's this way. Bad news. Wait. Halgrida is dead. And yet, Halgrida's right there. Must be a quest or something. Yeah, Halgrida's just littering this area.
Just pet the dog. It's harmless.
Oh no.
Tertia, you idiot. No wonder he hasn't... Is there something you want? I'd like to be left alone.
Bad
right
news.
Body? Ring? Oh, Riemann on high.
Riemann is how you say that. Okay.
Aloysius wrote this? And he's dead? This makes no sense. Howling chicken coops? It was just a mangy mutt. I don't even think it was rabid, let alone... Oh no. Aloysius. You poor fool.
What is it?
He wasn't cursed. He was hallucinating. The toad that Argonian used
What?
to ease his pain must have been too strong for him.
He was just okay.
Aloysius convinced himself he was a werewolf, and he...
So literally, they used a
This is the second worst
hallucinogenic
proposal
frog,
I've
and
ever had.
he went down a bad trip and killed him. Second worst? Uh-oh.
I was once kidnapped by a crazed Sulzon warlord and offered the heads of my neighbors as a dowry.
Oh no.
I'd rather not talk about it. I've had more than a dozen failed engagements in my life. If anyone here is cursed, it's me. But it's not all bad news.
Dozen failed engagement. Wow. Well, how's that not all bad news?
Aloysius didn't run off and leave me like half the others. He even gave his life
Oh,
to protect
okay.
me. I've never had anyone love me that much. Is it wrong that makes me happy?
Yeah.
Take this. For delivering my betrothed
I'm not as,
wishes.
you know, counselor or nothing, but it seems like you could maybe talk through some of these feelings. Oh, that's better than what we have.
I wonder if the Temple of Mara would marry us posthumously.
Okay.
It wasn't my
What?
wish after all. Maybe I should employ a priest of Arche for the ceremony, so he can pass on without regrets.
You want to marry your dead suitor?
Well, why not? I've had absolutely no luck with the living, and it's what he wanted. I'd rather die a widow than an old maid.
Okay. I mean, I guess I can't argue with that.
It's not like this is how I dreamed of getting married, but after being jilted so many times, I may as well marry a man who can't change his mind.
Okay. Wow.
But for your sake, I hope you never have to.
Yeah, I guess so. Bye. Let's equip that belt. Yeah, it's get a little set bonus. Critical net chance, nice. All this other stuff. This is nothing. Let's try that. Okay. Show 'em. What was another quest? Oh, that's the Mage Guild one. There's a lot of folks here already. Oh, neat. I got a recipe for sweet berry tonic. Red meat just hanging out in the cabinet bookshelf. What we got? Oh, I've read this already. Right? Yeah, we read this one already. We read it last time. Give me something new. Haven't read this. On Marsh Giants. A study by Fainamil, Associate Dean of Plant Studies, University of Gwynland. Many of my colleagues have devoted their careers to the study of woodland spriggans. While the discoveries provide a firm foundation for understanding arboreal spirits, scholarship in the Spriggan's prodigious cousins, the marsh giants, remains sparse. Encroachment into their natural habitat by pseudodelic refugees has unfortunately resulted in numerous deaths in recent months. For that reason alone, we must make a concentrated effort to learn more about these mysterious woodland titans. First, it bears repeating that marsh giants are not, in fact, giants in the traditional sense. Other than their size and pastoral dispensation, marsh giants share no common traits with the giants of Skyrim. They are, in fact, woodland spirits, manifestation of some primeval guardian of nature. I leave the precise nature of that being or force to our professors of theology, but it's important to note that marsh giants seem to share the Spriggan's interest in safeguarding wild spaces. The intellectual faculties of marsh giants remains a topic of debate. Most scholars admit the Spriggans possess some rudimentary intelligence, but limited exposure to marsh giants makes judging their cognitive ability difficult indeed. At this point, most of our knowledge comes from the Argonian folklore tradition. According to the scholars of Gideon, most primitive Argonian gave the creatures wide berth. Apparently, the Hist have a long and acrimonious history with these woodland gargantuans, and they urge the Argonians, through their intermediaries, to avoid the creatures if they can. Conversely, I found that many Luculoi are civilized Argonians. That seems... Would you use them primitive and civilized? That seems not great. Actually respect the marsh giants. The creatures' wide, gnarled feet seem to till the earth quite well, and their passage often knocks down dry branches, fruit, and other useful goods, the Luku will eagerly scoop up. What I find most interesting is that the most giant's role in the natural process in the rhythm of Blackwood. My investigations indicate that these creatures fill an essential patch in nature's growth. Beyond simply tilling the soil, marsh giants fell dead trees to make room for younger vegetation, encourage the growth of vital mosses, and impress the development of invasive fungus. Encouraged the avian diversity by warding off feral cats and other predators, and perhaps most importantly, they hinder loggers, miners, and other tradesfolk from harming the pristine marsh landscape. I earnestly believe we can find a way to coexist with these arboreal titans, but it will take patience and flexibility on the part of both workers and regional leaders. I pray that we do not fight these creatures needlessly. The marshes and forests depend on their presence. So we're able to come eco-treatise, I guess. Don't mess with the giants. They're doing good work. I think we'll leave that bookshelf alone.
Over here.
Oh, I can read this. Waywest Guard General Order 2247. Equal treatment for all Covenant citizens. It has come to my attention that members of the Guard have failed to show proper respect to the citizens of the Orcus persuasion, such as seen more and more these days within the walls. There have been reports of sneering, of spitting, of immoral propositions, and of suggestions that places other than Wayrest might be more appropriate destinations, and the sooner the Orcus citizens went there, the better. So, this racism. This will not be tolerated. These Orcus citizens are now our allies and deserve the same protection on the law as normal people. Okay, you could just said like people. You didn't have to say normal people there, because you're saying normal means not orc, right? I don't care about the tusks. Get over it. Any guard found mistreating an orc who didn't deserve it will be suspended without pay for a period appropriate to the gravity of the misconduct. This is not a joke. I'm serious. Matthias Etienne, guard captain. So it seems like the heart's in a good place, but the execution leaves a little bit to desired. Let's poke around. We'll get to you in a second, Emily. But trunk? Oh, whoa! Blueprint. Can't make that, but I bet that's cool. Apple basket. Has apples. Barrels. Yeast. Fish in a cabinet. Why not? Anything in the keg? Nope. Can go upstairs. I mean, I bet I have to go upstairs anyway. I'll just talk to you first.
I'm glad you're here.
Me too.
Been searching all over, but I could use your help. This place is huge. Why do rich people need so many rooms?
That's a good question.
But tell me, did you warn the counselors like I asked?
Valeria's protection is going to search records, but I was too late to save Sophus.
Sophus is dead? Damn! Was it the Dark Brotherhood?
You know it.
What am I saying?
Yeah.
Of course it was. I've torn this place apart, but so far I haven't found anything related to Imperial secrets or the ambitions.
Yeah,
Maybe
I'll do
you
it
can
once
spot
over.
something I missed.
Council Valeria told me Drake kept records in a hidden compartment in her nightstand.
I knew you'd be a help.
Right there.
But I didn't expect you to just have the answer the moment you walked in. Good job. Councillor Jirik's bedroom is upstairs. Let's see if we can find that hidden compartment.
Yeah, let's take a look. You got over? Yep, you definitely are. I think I looked all the way over here, didn't I? I'll come maybe talk. Oh, you guys have anything to say to me?
How terribly frustrating. Not only did Councillor Jirik
Oh, you
miss
people are the
our
annoying
meeting
ones
today,
from
she
earlier.
went and got herself killed. Now who will help me with the project we were working on? Oh, it's so very inconsiderate.
So, it's positioning all these, like, counselors as, maybe a couple of them are good folks, but folks are just, like, kind of annoying and clueless rich folks?
I heard you were with Councillor Jirik when she...
So this guy is maybe not so much mutton chops over here. Has a little bit of empathy.
They deserve whatever punishment you and the Divines can devise.
Okay.
It was just as I feared. Councillor Jirik murdered. And so close to the city gates. Where were the city guard or the brigadines when she needed them?
I like these buckles or snaps you got near your biceps there. Pretty good. Alright, goodbye. Let us go upstairs. Oh, gotta take these mushrooms first, though. Anything else we can... Nope. Incense is rocking. And some red meat in the cabinet. Man, if the Black Brother didn't kill Council Jurek, eating improperly stored food might have. Leave these bookshelves alone for a minute because we here all day. Okay, I guess not. I guess no. Obsidian. Pewter ring. What's in the barrel? Anything good? Ginger. Alright. Flour in the cabinet. There we go. The Cold-Hearted Compact. Poor Gilvardel, we still recall. The god of schemes consumed it all. To Cold Harbor went the clockwork god to bargain on the princess sod. They came not to market tribute small. Came schemer, hunger, hunter all. Scryer, pariah, destroyer came, and raver in twilight just the same. From dead Daedra save us, from Daedra keep us safe. Forsake the ones that made us, to fight a wrongful fate. They sneered when clockwork made his demand, till twilight raised a hand, and what you offer in return to keep us chastising Nym. Then the clockwork whispered long and low, and what he said no mortal can know. From dead Drava save us, from Daedra keep us safe, forsake the ones that make us fight a wrongful fate. So this is kind of like a song I have here. It was rendered as a poem, I guess. So one thing I have, Sod is, that is an example, I think, of a word that is there because it has to rhyme, right? It doesn't really do anything. But Sod means earth, I guess, in this context, or territory. I get it, they wanted to rhyme, but it feels like not the best choice there. The Feast of Saint Kelio I by Arfrans Gelicante, expert at Nibelese cuisine. Prelude. I must first bid you welcome, dear reader. Thanks. Whether it was idle curiosity or burning thirst for culinary prose that guided you to these pages, I do not know. An insatiable need to read every book, sir, or madam. But as you hear all the same, I am eager to include these words of context and background to what is surely one of the most famous mid-second era culinary texts of the southeastern Nibbern watershed. For certainly the Feast of Saint Cocilia numbers among the top 25 most culinary famous texts of this particular era and particular region. Perhaps even the top 14. I love the pedanticness of it. For readers hailing from beyond the Empire's heartland, or who not keep the light of divines as their faith, I shall endeavor to orient you. The volumes that follow detail an extravagant feast held during the reign of Emperor Borsodius Dor, successor of Raymond II, known to many scholars of the age as the libertine who abdicated much of his empire's administration to his potentate. Freed from his burden of duty, Emperor Borsodius would do much to advance the arts of feast-making, idleness, and debauchery to a level unrivaled till the reign of the Longhouse Emperors. Longhouse Emperors again. Essentially, even like all these sort of ancillary texts tie back into this main idea. It is Emperor Brazolius' feast held in honor of Saint Cocilia, a mighty martyr of the Elysian slave rebellions, that this book documents. Saint Cocilia is typically honored in the closing days of Last Seed with a fast, give her death by torturous starvation. Oof. To rekindle the adoration of his subjects, Emperor instead sought to turn the fasting day into a feasting day. It seems like the opposite. He chose to lead by example with a legion of chefs, courtiers, and bon vivants descended from his autumnal estate and lay in for the feast. What followed was a 12-hour marathon of 40 dishes, arranged in 8 courses of 5 dishes each. I shall endeavor to present the details of each dish and each course, and attend as necessary for the edification of the reader. Oh, that's all we get. Well, I look for another. I look for the subsequent volume of that text. Maybe we'll see it one day. So what's in this nice dam? Oh, right there. Counselor Jurek. It is time to rally the caretakers and move the ambitions. The new vault location should ensure their safety and keep them hidden until I or the High Priest call for them. The forces loyal to the traitor Varian draw ever closer, and we cannot allow the ambitions to fall into their hands. This is your official order. Act immediately. This line is written in the complex Imperial Code. Emperor Leovic. Okay, what do you guys see, Evelyn?
A hidden compartment? I love it! I mean, I hate that people die.
Commands are pretty cool.
So, what did you find?
It's only from Emperor Leovic. He told Jurek to move the ambitions to the last line's in code.
Let me see that. That's a code, all right. Some of the other documents I found use something similar. You know, I'm really starting to hate all this secrecy surrounding the ambitions.
Leyawiin is an Imperial city. Maybe with someone who can decipher it.
Good idea. We need to report in to Counselor Leviticus anyway. Let him know what we uncovered. If he has a qualified scribe, great. If not, I know someone. They helped me with those other documents. Let's go to Leyawiin Castle and talk to Leviticus.
Sure. I've seen him before. I'll meet you at Leyawiin Castle.
I can't help feeling that once we solve the secret of the Longhouse Emperors, we'll know how to stop the Dark Brotherhood from murdering any more of the counselors. I'll see you at the castle.
Sounds good. I think we've tossed this place fairly well. How much time? Oh, I think I'm going to have to end this particular chapter of Reading Scrolls Online here, as I've got to go back to work. But yeah, I'm hoping to continue this every Monday. More or less strict schedule up until I read every book in Elder Scrolls, or up until this show ends, whichever comes first. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time on Reading Scrolls Online.